But I want to welcome everybody to my channel, The Candy Shop. I am so excited. The Candy Shop. So this is my story time, The Candy Shop. I'm muted. Hello, everybody, and welcome to The Candy Shop. I am Candace, and this is Love and Marriage Huntsville Afterthoughts, where I talk about the show and everything that surrounds the show. It's been a minute since I've been on here. It feels weird being on my own channel because it's been a minute, but I want to say thank you to all my new subscribers. Thank you for supporting me and sticking around. I'm back. I plan to be back for a minute. So let's get into this show. I'll say hello to you as you come in. Make sure you hit that like button as well and subscribe to my channel if you're new. Let me take a sip. And let's get into this show. So, Love and Marriage Huntsville. This to me was an interesting episode, interesting opener. And hey, my opinion, not yours. Good to see you. So, hey, yes, it's this show. Hey, Kenny. Hey, so debonair. So the way that it opens up, as we see in the opening, no Destiny. We don't know if Destiny is completely gone or if she is a friend of the show. But as of right now, it appears to be that Destiny is completely gone. And I don't know why I laughed my ass off at that, but that was funny to me. And I know that's wrong. Initially, I liked Destiny, but after all the stuff that she did and how she never wanted to open up and let us see who she truly was, I was ready for her to be off. And then with the way that she was at the reunion, I'm glad she's gone. So she can be a friend of the show, but I'm glad she's not the main cast. Moving right along. So it opens up with, yes, make sure you hit that like button. It opens up with Mel, Kimmy, and Maurice. They're talking about Mel and her birthday trip. Basically, this whole conversation is about how Kimmy is basically in remission and they want to plan a party for her. And she wants Mel to do it. Now, what doesn't make sense to me is the fact that she wants Mel to do it versus Letitia, and Letitia is her actual family. But we'll get into that. And hey, yes. Hey, Gregory Lawrence, good to see you. I guess it's no Miss Wanda Eva or either. I can't even talk. And shout out to Auburn University. My husband graduated from there. Hey, Crystal, good to see you and thank you. So they're planning this party. I don't know why Kimmy wanted Melanie to do it, but I guess it's just for the show. Hey, just simply good to see you. Moving from that, well, I'll say this. Even though she wants this party, whatever, and I have my book, so even though she wants this party, Kimmy wants it. Maurice is kind of against it. He wants her to get some rest because she still has to go through radiation and surgery for her cancer. And don't get rid of all of them. Hey, BJ Dez, good to see you. So then we move to Martell. He's getting a facial. He says he likes women touching his body. We know this because he can't seem to be faithful to one woman. So we that's already a given. His mother comes over, and I might have an unpopular opinion, but I don't care for his mother. I'm not going to say I don't necessarily like his mom, but I don't care for her. She reminds me of that she has that older Southern Black woman mentality that is somewhat bitter. She comes off to me like she's jealous of any woman that dates her son. She's just rubbing me the wrong way. I don't ever want to talk about somebody's mom, but she's rubbing me the wrong way, and I'm not feeling it. Tell me, what do y'all think of his mom? That means don't spend a lot of money, right? As his mom is over, Sheree calls, and Sheree appears to be in Portugal, I guess, with the women of Real Housewives of Atlanta. I'm assuming she's out with them, but I thought that was funny. It's very interesting to me that they're gonna like cross both of these shows when I thought Carlos King was fired from Housewives of Atlanta because of the whole rumor with the candy rumor and Phaedra in the dungeon and all that. I thought he was the person that told Phaedra that, and I thought that's why he was fired. So it's funny to me that Andy is allowing Sheree to be on this show. Yes. And BJ said, I'm with you on that one with his mom. Right. His mother was so bitter when he started talking about how he is going to get, he's getting therapy. He's in therapy now. And she's like, there ain't nothing wrong with you. She need to learn how to treat somebody, take care of her kids and all this other stuff. She never has, initially when she came on the show, let me get my thoughts together because I feel like I'm all over the place. Initially when Martell's mother came on the show, it appeared that she supported Melody. But ever since the divorce, she is just so negative, and she talks about how Martell just was overworked in this marriage. Remember from last season, she was trying to talk about how Martell was doing all the work, Melody didn't do nothing, and I don't know. She rubbed me the wrong way. Hey, Nihar, good to see you. And yes, therapy lets out family secrets. Therapy is so good though, and in our community, especially with Black men, a lot of them do not want to go. So the fact that he's wanting to go says a lot. Now, the part that was funny to me is when he was talking about he wanted Mel to do this prayer for him. I'm like, boy, Negro, prayer. It's almost like he doesn't understand that. Okay, him and Mel, they do have a history. They were together and they were married or whatever. I got to put my book down for this. But Mel has moved on. I don't understand why he can't. It's like he, in some way, is still trying to manipulate her by saying, you got my prayer, because all throughout the show, every time he sees this woman, he's asking about this damn prayer. And I would have been like, what do we got to pray about? You see your kids. We don't have nothing else to pray about. We are civil with each other. Why do I need to be praying on us getting along in our situation? So to me, Martell still hasn't learned. It seems like everything, and I don't want to say the therapy, but it just doesn't seem genuine on his end. And the way that he moves, he wants a reaction for every action that he's doing. And it's not genuine. And so to me, it appears he's still in love with her. Now, when you go to those Facebook groups, because I'm a part of one, it's one that I'm in, they hate Mel. They think that he don't want her and all this other stuff. But to me, it's very clear that Martell still wants her. Because even when she called him to invite him to that party, he was like, man. It was a mess. And hey, the real lovely C, good to see you. But going back to his mom, she's just very old-fashioned, and I don't like it because I don't know. I'm just not feeling it. And that's all I'm gonna say on that. Now, going to Stormy and her husband, I thought this was interesting. I didn't know they only had one child. So when she was pregnant with their first child. For some reason, I thought they had more kids than this one child. But the husband does not want any more children. And his reasoning, and I'm with her. Some of his reasoning was weird. When he started talking about he don't want his kids to have to compete with each other, I didn't understand that. But what they went through with her pregnancy and it sounds like she had a really tough labor. So I can understand him being afraid for her to go through labor again. But to say stuff like, oh, I don't want any more kids right now, and I don't want them to compete. He needs to be the only child, and you need to take him off the titty and all this other stuff. That was weird to me. I'm going to just say that. He wants to play Mel like a stack of cards. Right, Crystal? I agree. Like, he is still a manipulator, and I want to somewhat like Martell. Like, he's tolerable. Out of all the men on the show, I can tolerate him. He doesn't annoy me like some of the other men on the show. But it still is crazy how he's drawn to Mel. He just, I don't know. He can't get over her. Marlene is stuck on the old school mentality. She is. She really is. Stormy mentions to her husband, though, that she wants a surrogate. And the husband is still against that. He don't want nobody else carrying their child. Hopefully they can work it out and have another baby, because they have that big old house. They need some more kids. And I know everybody is destined to do whatever, but I just imagine her having a large family. Stormy has a personality, even though some of the things that she does, I don't like, but overall I like her personality. She seems very down to earth. very home oriented, and still a businesswoman. So I just imagined her with children, a large family, and just celebrating Black generational wealth, I should say. But moving on, because I'm gonna get off my soapbox. We get to Mel with the kids. And let me read some of y'all comments because I want to make this a discussion. So just simply said, Courtney needs to effectively communicate why he doesn't want more kids. Right. Because he was all over the place. Stormy is high risk. She needs to have a seat, but that's just me. True. That's true. I'm glad with StreamYard now we can see the emojis because we couldn't see them before. But I really, like I said, I really hope they get on the same page and just they get happy. But going to Mel and her kids, Mel, the kids are talking about having a fun or whatever, but this is what's funny to me. Mel is going through making these calls. So the first uncomfortable call, I believe, was to, let me look at my book. The first uncomfortable call was to Tisha. I think, yeah, it was to Tisha, which was funny to me. Hey, Lamar, good to see you. With Tisha, it was so, that call was so awkward. Tisha was like, yes, hello, I will be there. Like, she was so short. And I understand that they haven't talked and they're not on good terms, but it was just funny to me. The Martell call, like I said before, that was funny too, because he was surprised that she called. Then he was like, I thought you would call about the prayer. What happened to the prayer? I laughed so hard at that part. No. No. What is with this prayer? Like, that would irritate me. And then the last call that she made was to Stormy. And I thought that call was very interesting. Her and Stormy's relationship, I thought, was closer. I'm not understanding what happened. To me, it looks like when Stormy started getting closer to Tisha and Destiny and the rest of the cast, Melody pulled away because, in a sense, Stormy is now with the rest of them. So Mel, even though Mel does not have any hard feelings, but I get why Mel is acting like that. You can't fuck with me and then fuck with my enemy. So that's why Mel is acting that way. And excuse my language. I'm sorry, y'all, for cussing, but that's the only way I could explain it. Hey, Mrs. Edith, good to see you. Hi, Angela. Thank you. Happy Easter. Good to see you. So the call with Stormy was so, what was Courtney wearing in the, her husband, going back to Courtney, he was a mess. He was a mess. I'm going to say I didn't like his pants sagging, but I know a lot of men down here do. My husband used to sag his pants. And I'm glad he stopped. She's mad Stormy has been hanging with Sheree. Oh yeah, that too. So Stormy is out here trying to live her best life, and it appears Stormy was networking to become a part of the regular cast and smoozing. What is that saying? Smooth? I forgot the word. Smooching. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I'm running my mouth, but Stormy and Mel, their relationship, I thought was better. If anything, I feel like Mel should be even more mad at Stormy because of Stormy's mom and the way how disrespectful that lady is, because the lady is real disrespectful. And one of the groups that I'm in, allegedly, she's the person that runs the group, and she has a troll account in this group, and they be going in on Melanie and her kids. I don't comment at all because I don't want them to connect my Facebook profile with my YouTube channel. So I don't comment. I just read everything. And yeah, it's a mess. Mel has a lot of reason to be mad at Stormy because the mama is acting a fool. Mel saw Stormy sending all those subliminal messages through social media. Exactly. And Stormy is trying to play it all cool or whatever. And then this is what got me about that phone call. So first of all, she knew it was Mel in the phone, but she's like, who is this? Who is it? Who is it? And Mel's like, it's Mel. It's Mel. And she was like, oh, is your new number? And Mel is like, no, that's a temporary number. I was calling you to invite you to Kimmy's party. And she was like, well, I will be there for Kimmy. Like she was just so, I don't know. That's the part of Stormy that I don't like. Like, even if you're mad, because she talks about being real or whatever, but if you're truly real, if you're truly mad, address it right then and there on the phone. Like, I'm surprised you're calling me because I haven't heard from you since this, that, and the other, whatever. Like, she could have been real in that sense. Melody's treating them like co-workers, and I don't blame her. Right. I don't blame her either because that reunion, they all were not on her side. So I understand that. Oh, I love friction in this show. I do too. It's funny. Betty is Wanda 2.0. Exactly. Just simply you hit the nail on, or the nail on the head. I think this is saying. But yes. Hey, Cocktails of Lovable Lisa. I haven't seen you in a long time. Happy Easter. Good to see you. Hey, oh, Crystal, you putting the lightning. She was so full of ish on that call. She was. Stormy's immaturity shows. Exactly. That's what I don't like because she seems very immature. And I wouldn't want to deal with her. If I was Mel, I wouldn't want to deal with her. And I'm going to tell you in a second why. The only thing that Stormy has on Mel is the whole situation with Mel talking about the Emmy. But I'm going to get to that in a second. But we go to Stormy and her mother at the house, and they're talking about, of course, the situation with the husband and how he doesn't want any more children and all this other stuff. And she talks about how she wants a surrogate. Her mother's like, she doesn't agree with it, but moving past that. Then they talk about Mel. The mother says that she never really cared for Mel because it was something about her energy. And then Stormy was also like, why, like social media, why are you doing that stuff? Because people thought it was me behind it. And that makes sense because I thought it was Stormy doing it or whatever. I didn't understand where the breakdown happened with Stormy and Mel and why all of a sudden the mama came out the woodworks going off on Mel. Can somebody please explain to me why Stormy's mom is so mad at Mel? Like, I know on later episodes she's gonna say she doesn't like the way that she moves or whatever, and she doesn't like how she pushed Destiny away. What does Destiny have to do with Stormy? So I don't know. If anybody could explain to me what was the turning point, make it make sense. I'm so sorry, Kenny Chop. I no longer watch the show. I do want to come over here and show you love. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'll be reviewing more shows. I'll be here a little more. I'm not going to leave again and go on a sabbatical because of the fight at Madani. But the thing was, so the fight at Madani wasn't Stormy on Mel's side. So when the fight happened at Madani, I remember Stormy and her mom and the husband being in the car. They had Miss Wanda's food. I don't even know what part they played. And that's where parts, like last season, I was off and on with the season because I was just pissed off, like with the show. They were getting on my nerves. So I didn't watch every episode. So I'm just confused about this breakdown. Her mama was a fan of the show before they came on, and she didn't like Mel from then. That makes sense. That makes a whole lot of sense. Betty Kruger has not liked Melody since season 1, and she is mad that Stormy doesn't have her own show. I mean, I like Stormy, but I don't even think Stormy needs to have her own show. Like, no. Hey, Fifi ASP, good to see you. But yeah, that mama is something else. And basically, this brings us to the last part of the show with Kimmy, Maurice, basically the party. So everybody shows up, and I was with Stormy. Everybody was being fake, like, oh, hi. It's so good to see you. So it was interesting. The one thing that I thought was interesting about the whole exchange of the party between Mel and Stormy was Mel talking about, my number changed. When you messaged me, did you get a reply or whatever? And Stormy was like, well, I just didn't get a reply. And Mel was like, did you try to call? And Stormy was like, yeah. Then I guess she didn't try to call, but then Mel was like, why didn't you DM me? So my thing is, when you change your number, you reach out to people who you want to have your number. So clearly, why am I DMing you if your number has changed? If you wanted me to have the new number, you would have reached out to me. So that was the only thing with Mel that didn't make sense to me, because I did not understand why she expected Stormy to reach out to her. And Mel, I feel, was trying to be cordial with everybody. Was it fake? Could be. I think it was just Mel. Like, she's there. she didn't have to be there, because remember on the reunion she said she wasn't doing anything with them, but she's there at this party. She's trying to support, she's trying to be a team player. They need to just take it for what it is and keep it moving. Crystal said how Mel went over there to confront Mama Wanda and it turned, oh, okay, all right, we needed a few more months. I wasn't ready for this too soon. You think so? It seemed like it had been off for a minute. I was ready for it to come back. The thing is, Mel doesn't even know that woman to be having hate like that. Right. She has issues, and now I see why Stormy is the way that she is, watching how her and her mother move. Right. And like I said, I like Stormy, but some things I don't like. Yes. Yes. They need to take Melody for what it is and keep it moving, because like the part that I don't understand, which is why I'm on Mel's side with this, I don't understand why these people act like everything that Mel does impacts their life. Like when I watched that reunion, they all had things to say, negative things to say about Mel, as if she was really doing something to impact their life or hurt their life. This lady is a part of the show. That's like going to work and saying my coworker is, this person impacts everything that I do. Melody is not their manager. So I don't understand why they, like, everybody is always in her face expecting her to be a certain way, but they can go around and do all the stuff that they do. And I almost cursed again. What Stormy doesn't realize, and I can't remember who said it, but with her hanging with Sheree, her hanging with Destiny and Tisha and all of them, and getting real cozy with the rest of the cast, that would be moving funny. You're going to get treated like my coworker. So I agree. So that's all that I have. This was going to be a shorter review. As we go on through the season, they'll get longer. I'm thinking about, I'm going to try to go live every day this week to get back in the algorithm, because I am out of the algorithm. But the show was good. The phone worked, right. They could have also reached out to Mel, right. But no, Stormy did reach out to Mel. But I guess she just texted her. She didn't call. But Mel saying DM me, I didn't agree with that. And I'm team Mel. At one time I was a Melometer, but I didn't think that was cool, because I would look at it as, if you wanted me to have your number, you would have reached out to me and gave me your new number. Like, why do I got to track you down? So that's my only thing on that. But I will be coming live every day. I'm going to try to do some hot topics. I will try to do review another show. It is hard to review these shows because I take notes on the shows, and it at times can get draining. And then I feel like I lose my opinion of it while I'm taking notes. So I want to definitely review another show. I got to figure out how to do it without making it so draining. Mel is a producer, so they walk a fine line advocating for themselves. So is she really still the producer? Because I know at one time they were saying her and Martell were executive producers. Yeah, I don't agree with the DMing. Right. Thanks for sharing. Oh, thank you, Angela. You have a great evening as well. Make sure you guys subscribe if you're not subscribed. But I do plan to be back tomorrow. If anything happens with the show, we'll talk about it, because outside of the show, it has been some stuff going on. Miss Ariane has been going live a lot. I'm surprised she didn't go live yesterday like she usually do. when the show premieres, she usually likes to go live. So I'm surprised she didn't do that. Oh, she is still okay. So she's still a producer. So she is their boss. So maybe that's why they acting like she impacts every move they make. Mel did an episode with Carlos. It was interesting. Really? Oh, she did a review. Dropping in. Oh, hey, Red Label Confessions and Reactions and Investigations. Good to see you. I was actually just about to end. I got like 5 more minutes. I was just shooting the breeze, talking about the show. Hi, Linda. Good to see you. But yeah, I forgot what I was about to say, because somebody mentioned it with Mel. Oh, and I was talking about Ariane. So Ariane, I'm surprised that she didn't go live yesterday. So she's learning that it looks funny with her going live. What else been going on? I know Melody's been going live, all of that. But make sure you guys subscribe to Real Label Confessions and Reactions, So Debonair, all of the content creators that I chill with, Nola Reeds, who else? Prosperity Thick Girl. She just got to 1,000. So make sure you check those out. California Cutie. All of those people that I support. All Things Popcorn, The Real Estate Insider. Make sure you guys subscribe to all these people. What you laughing at, Red Label? You need to check out Mel and Carlos King. I am. What was it on? Was it on YouTube or Instagram? Or was it like was it on actual cable TV, or was it like on his channel? His his IG channel. Yes, hit that like button. Where is this Mel and Carlos King? So YouTube. Okay, I'm gonna check it out. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. All right. So what other shows do y'all watch that y'all want to review? I heard, speaking now, I have not spoken to this lady at all on my channel, but Jaguar Wright. I heard she's doing an interview with Tasha K. Is that what's about to happen? Hey, Astute Queen B Thoughts, good to see you. So I heard that's about to happen. This interview with Jaguar Wright and Tasha K. I thought I saw that 2 years ago. I did a quick live about her original interview that she had with Jaguar Wright, and I thought Tasha K did Jaguar very dirty in that interview. She antagonized her. She brought up her abuse as if it was, I don't know, she just exploited her. But now we see Jaguar Wright is exploiting herself now. But I'm gonna let y'all go. Red, you said that's the word on the curb. I'm gonna let y'all go. I might drop the link next time. Oh, I wanted to know what shows y'all watch. I keep forgetting because I keep thinking about other stuff. And tonight, I usually talk about my drink. Tonight, I'm drinking just some wine with some strawberries. I wish I could have had some champagne, but I didn't feel like going to the store. Jag wants to check and needs the coins. Right. And Tasha K's platform, regardless of what's going on with the Cardi B situation, she's had some really interesting stories. Like I'm sorry, I've been watching Tasha K. I might not always agree with her, but I've been watching her because there's been some tea on that channel. You're waiting for Real Housewives of Atlanta to come back? Really? I might review that. I didn't watch the last season of Housewives of Atlanta. It got boring to me. I know. I did see who the new housewives were, and I saw the promo for the show, so I thought that looked pretty good. Are you reviewing Summer House, Martha's Vineyard? Oh, you know what? I should. A guy that I went to college with, Nick Arrington, he's on that show, and it's just funny to me. So, and when I saw him on it, I'm like, oh, he's my age. That means I can still do reality TV. But yeah, I may review that. I might see if he'll do an interview with me. We went to Tuskegee together. So yes, I might. That's an idea. I might see if I can get him on my channel. Thank you. Thank you for hitting that like button. Isn't entertaining. Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip. So it isn't good. I heard that I've heard different things for it, and I saw memes talking about Giselle telling them ladies to stop speaking in Spanish in front of them, which I thought was hilarious. And then I see Portia and Candy have not been getting along, even though I thought they got along or something like that. I just unfollowed Jag because she stopped a group of young men asking for a security guard. Huh? I just unfollowed Jag because today she stopped a group of young men asking for a security guard. What happened? Yes, okay, yeah. I'm gonna definitely try to review this. Thanks, I'm not watching that. You talking about Real Housewives, the Ultimate Girls Trip? So thank y'all for joining me. You couldn't finish the episode. Yeah, I haven't watched any of the seasons. I know at one time So Debonair reviewed it, but yeah, I haven't watched it really. But thank y'all for joining me. I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. Make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, because that is what puts me in the algorithm. I love all of y'all, and I am out. But I want to welcome everybody to my channel, The Candy Shop. I am so excited. The Candy Shop. So this is my story time, The Candy Shop.